Hey everyone, I'm Brian Easterday and welcome back to Eye of the Storm Astrology. So today I'm going to be continuing my Sun Through the Sign series, and I'll be talking about Sun in the sign of Scorpio. So if you haven't seen any of those previous videos, go back and check those out as well. And before I get into it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any future videos that could be helping you turn your challenges into strengths. So what are the qualities of Sun when it enters the sign of Scorpio? So this can be one that definitely can be a little bit challenging, but can also have a lot of strength to it as well. First off, Scorpio both has some synastry with the sun because it is ruled by Mars. They're both masculine planets. They're both fiery. They're kind of in Vedic mythology. They're kind of on the same, Mars is the sun is like the general and Mars is like the soldier. So they're on the same side, right? So there's a lot of synastry in that. But on the other hand, Scorpio is the internal or the feminine expression of Mars. So it's also like a watery sign and it's a fixed water sign. So what happens here is that the sun can sometimes struggle a little bit here, because keep in mind the sun is like, it's our soul, but it's also our ego. So when the sun comes here, this person in this incarnation really came here to learn about the Scorpio and things in life, learn about the darker things in life, the occult, the hidden things, the secrets, how to be a detective and to be curious and investigate into things, how to push the boundaries of society, how to think about, life and death and reincarnation and, all of these things that the Scorpio deals with. Now, because of that, because of dealing with some of like the darker things in life, a sun in Scorpio can definitely be a position that someone might deal with, maybe struggling with depression or those type of things early on in life until they learn how to kind of work with the energy of Scorpio. And it's not the easiest energy to work with, Scorpio, or any like eighth house energy. It's definitely challenging. So, but the sun, when it can come here, it can also make a person feel like they're maybe not seen as much, because Scorpio is hidden things. So when the sun comes here, it can kind of make the sense of self feel like it's hidden, that people don't necessarily recognize it as much. It can make it to where they can become a bit of an internalized person, because Scorpio is the internal expression of Mars. And they can maybe have a lot of potentially like anger that they can hold on to like internally, or if they get angry, they go quiet and they kind of will internalize that and just think about it themselves. Doesn't mean they hold on to it forever. It can, because it is a fixed water sign. Once the sun actually integrates and then learns the lessons of Scorpio, which is to learn to embrace change in life, to relish seeking the hidden things, to find that like, oh, all this hidden knowledge, it's absolutely fascinating seeing what's really making the universe work. What are the hidden laws that govern everything? Where's the occult knowledge? Where's all the wisdom? How is understanding change and destruction and understanding the essence of life? Those type of lessons. And when you don't feel like you don't get stuck in a victimhood mindset, this is something with like a sun in Scorpio, moon in Scorpio, those type of things can end up getting stuck in kind of a victimhood mindset of like, oh, the universe is punishing me. God's punishing me. Why can nothing ever go right in my life? Right. It's internal expression of Mars. So you take all that, take it, kind of, why is it coming at me? Why is it attacking me? Once you get out of that and you learn that, okay, every challenge that comes my way is an opportunity, and you come at it with that warrior mindset that there's a lesson on the other side of that challenge, there's a reward on the other side of that, then you really start getting the most out of this placement. Because this is where you can kind of take some of the synastry that is going on with this planet and the sign, is that sun is a fiery, action-oriented masculine planet. So is Mars. So take that drive of Mars, that willpower. Mars is our willpower, and use it to help achieve the goals of the sun. Use it to help dig into research deeper, to discover secrets, to look into the hidden things, to learn more about yourself, to learn how to challenge yourself, learn to embrace the changes in life, all of these different lessons that come with Scorpio. And as you learn those, it will develop your sense of self. You'll go through, this is definitely a self or a person who you'll go through a lot of deaths and rebirths in your life. You could, one way to look at it would be you'd be going through a lot of the alchemical process. Much of your life, it's all about that transformation, that alchemy of consciousness. So these are people who can go through a lot of different changes and transformations in like their sense of self and who they see themselves as, how they view the world, those type of things. And when you can learn to embrace those things and see that each one of these is a lesson, an opportunity to grow, to expand your awareness, you can become a person that you have a lot of hidden knowledge. You have a lot of self-awareness. You've went through that transformation and that transmutation. So you can then share that knowledge with other people. So you can definitely see a lot of people who are very much, into magic or the occult or philosophy, these different types of things definitely could be things that come in with like Sun and Scorpio. It could also be someone, for example, who is like a detective, a researcher, something like that. It could be someone who maybe works in the underworld of things that like more hidden type of industries, fringe type of industries, those type of things. So there's a lot of different types of careers you could see come out with this, because Scorpio is such a sign that it deals with such diversification, and depending on how you're expressing that, will play into it a lot. But these will definitely be people that always kind of maybe do things in their life like that are kind of on the edge of what is like normal in their society. Even when you think about it, for example, like with someone who say is like a detective, they're researching new things, they're finding things, but think about how many people in society are detective and are looking at like crime scenes and doing that, like such a small percentage. So it's kind of like a unique thing. It's a job they're doing behind the scenes, that type of thing. So you see how all these similar energies can kind of play out and line up with a lot of different career fields, a detective being a good example. Another one would be like someone who's like an archaeologist or a paleontologist, or that type of thing that can definitely be seen. It's digging up the past, looking at hidden things, answering questions, finding secrets, all that type of energy. So that's going to wrap this video up, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you did, let me know in the comments, and be sure to like, share the video around, and then do yourself a favor as well and hit that notification bell, because I don't want you to miss out on any future videos that could be helping you turn your challenges into strengths. If you need to contact me about booking consultations, courses, or, ask me a question, you can click the link below in the description, and that goes to my link tree. That's a one-stop shop for my website, my social media services. So anything that you need to be able to purchase any of my services and to be able to follow along with all of my work. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Remember, by creating more awareness, we create more opportunity to be the best version of ourselves. I appreciate your guys' support, and I'll see you in the next video.